Hey everybody, welcome to another video from Everything Worship. Before we get into today's video, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any new videos that we put up. Yeah, it's been a while since we uploaded a new video, but today I wanted to talk about, last time I shared how my 40th birthday went, my surprise birthday party. And if you missed that, I'll put the link in one of the corners here. You can click on that and see it. It was encouraging, and it's important to have family and friends around you. If there's something I've learned in my life is that you need people. You can't live life without people. You need people, and having relationships that are very, very dear to you is a good thing. So I was really, really blessed, and you can watch that if you didn't. And a couple of weeks ago, I did mention that we were going to a church on the Copper Belt to do training. Yeah, that went well. We were received very well. The folks there were very welcoming, and I feel like it went. It was half and half. You get to see where people are, and you keep on changing, and so that you can really impact the way that God wants you to. And it was interesting. I followed up with them and talked to them and asked them, how did it go? What things do you feel like really helped you? And they gave good feedback. But there were also some things that I felt that they didn't really go so well. And in the next couple of weeks, I want to talk about something that I feel should be at the core and as the foundation to really get us to a place where we can accept change, and we can accept doing things differently. The Bible talks about the renewing of your mind. And I heard somebody say that most of the battle that you will fight in life will be between your two ears. And, he was talking about the mind. The renewing of your mind is key. And I think most of the times I feel like we kind of like put ourselves in a box where we feel, look, I can't change. Like, this is what I know, and this is it. But I want to encourage you, like in my own life, and I'll give you simple examples. I grew up in a family where both my parents are late now, but they were both teachers, so they weren't really earning a lot of money. But there was some things that were happening in the house that I formulated my values. I thought this was normal, and and that's how I grew up. I'll give you simple examples. Like, for example, we talk about trash in the home. When you have trash in the home, what we used to do back in the day, we just used to dig. You dig a trench or big hole in outside, and that's where you throw in your garbage or your trash in there. And then when it's full, you bury it, you dig another one, and that's how we did it. We didn't have any. There was garbage services, I can guarantee you, but we didn't know any of that. I didn't know there was a bin that you could put in the house, and you put in a bin bag, and you get your trash. When it's full, you take it out. The garbage people come and collect it, and they take it to the right place. None of that was part of our life. That wasn't normal. Okay. And the other thing I can tell you is that when for example, when things were broken in the house, we wouldn't quote unquote fix it. We would put a band-aid on it. I remember, when the taps got spoiled, where it was continuously leaking, then you just get those black rubber thingies, you call them malegans, and you wrap it around the tap, and when you want to use it, you remove, then you put it back. So you just put a band-aid on it, and that was normal. That was life. We're living the life. But the thing is, I never knew that there was another way. Nobody told me by then that there was another way. So I was so used to that way that fast forward, when I got my first job was facilities manager at a church, and I needed to make sure things were fixed. It was a struggle. And I remember my supervisor telling me, Caesar, here, if something is broken, you fix it. And I quickly realized certain things, that it's not really, because sometimes we always run to the part that, it's about the money. No, we don't have the money. So I don't think sometimes, but most of the times it's not about the money. It's about the value, and it's about the plan. In business, they'll tell you that money will follow a plan. So if you have a plan, it's not you thinking, no, this plan is too big, so I'm not gonna manage to do this. I'll just not think about it. No, get the plan in place, then the money will come, and that's just the way it works. So even that, I look back and I'm thinking, well, the tap, if you have to fix the tap, you can figure out, it's about you realizing that it has to be fixed. And then you can then say, okay, what can I afford? Okay, if I can't afford to fix it in this way, then I can surely have a different way to fix it, which is cheaper. So it's about the value. It's about renewing your mind and figuring out that there's a better way. Then you will figure out how to do that better way even cheaper. So it's really, really quite important for us to renew our minds, because only then are we going to set ourselves up to improving and to growing and to doing bigger and better things. I always think that people feel that, because I'm so used to this and it's normal, like I can't change. Like it's difficult. Change is difficult, especially when certain things have been put in you and it's so normal for you. You can hardly think that you can never change. But I promise you, you can change. And it's just about you realizing that there's something better out there, and listening and learning and hearing from others that there's something better out there, and then you can make the change. Yeah, so this applies to your work, this applies to your family, this applies to everything that you are doing. Keep on growing. Keep on looking at things and saying, okay, how can we do this better? And that's the only way that new things come about. I always say that if people were happy with, just getting on ships and just using sea, they wouldn't have invented planes. If they were happy with all those old planes, they wouldn't have invented the faster jets. So it's constant realignment in whatever you are doing. At your home, like, how do you do things at your home? Is it just, somebody says pante? Have a plan. Have a plan for your home. How are things stored at your home? How do you put things in place? Are things in place? Do you have a plan for you know, when something breaks at your house, you know, because of my I would say my heart to lean into changing and trying to do things better. Right now, like when I had that lesson from my supervisor that told me, no, if anything that gets damaged, you fix it. Now, like in my own home, I literally don't have to run to the store when a light bulb goes off, because I have spare light bulbs which are in my storeroom, and I just pick it up and use it and fix it. Because why? It has to get fixed. And now I'm teaching my son I'm teaching my son every time I'm doing that. I'm teaching my son and my daughter, you know, so they see me trying to the other day I was cleaning the filter for the washing machine, and I called my son and I was like, hey Caleb, do you know why I'm doing this? What am I doing? And he says, what is that? First he asked me, what is that? I'm like, it's a filter. Why am I cleaning it? Then he says, oh yeah, we have to take care of these machines so that they go for longer periods, they don't break down. So I'm happy that he knows that there has to be some maintenance that has to be done on a machine, whether it's the aircon or whatever, and I'm teaching them that. But that's the same thing with your life. You have to keep on doing some maintenance works on your mind, you know, and what am I thinking? What are my values? You know, how am I aligning things? How am I doing? Last year when we were doing this, did it work? You know, how are we taking care of our finances? Louise and I this year, you know, we said, okay, we need to have a constant budget for giving every month, that we don't have, you know, when somebody has a need, I'm not going to start thinking, oh, what am I going to, no, let's be purposeful and let's put money aside that we know that, you know, we have to give. We just want to give and help. So we have that money aside. We weren't doing that last year. Last year it was just, no, okay, this person needs, I wish we could help and whatever. But this year we are changing. Why? Because that's, you know, something happened in our hearts that we thought, hey, we need to do this better. So we keep aligning in everything that we do. We keep aligning. It's not just about, no, this is how we do things here, you know. Yeah, judge and see whether what you're seeing as the new way is going to be helpful, is going to be something that's going to add value to you, and then adjust based on that. It's not everything that you just need to bounce off and say, no, I can't do this. What is he talking about? No, we've just been doing this. Yeah, so maybe in the next couple of videos, like I will get into more detail to really see, like, you know, what are some of those specific things that we need to kind of renew our minds to and try and do better. A few more examples of that I think will help us. Yeah, so thanks for listening. Always a pleasure, and we'll catch you in the next one.